Today's video is brought to you by twitch.tv/ACCardShark. Head over there now and follow and subscribe. What's up, guys? ACCardShark back again, back with another recent pickups video. We have a mishmash of different things. We got eBay, we have Gamefly, all the different things that go along with that. So we're going to get started right away. The first thing up that I have is an envelope from Gamefly. I'm going to put it right here on camera and find out that we have for the Nintendo Switch Pac-Man World Repack. This game is actually pretty darn fun. I played through it already and I already completed it, and it is really awesome. I highly recommend this on Switch, PS5, whichever system you want to play it on. But Pac-Man World Repack from Gamefly was the first pickup for this video. Alright, next up is another envelope from Gamefly, and pulling out another game I decided to keep that is for the PS5, and that is Saints Row Day 1 Edition. Saints Row, this game has been getting a lot of smack talk. A lot of people are not liking this game. I personally find it to be a lot of fun. Third-person GTA that doesn't take itself too seriously. It's a typical Saints Row game. A lot of fun. Just a good time running around. The missions are great. I have not completed it as of yet, but I fully intend on finishing this game. It is a lot of fun, and I fully recommend this game on the PS5. Next up is a box from Play Asia over in Japan. Opening it up, I have two games on the Nintendo Switch. The first one is Ghost 1.0, and that also includes the what is it? Unepic, I believe it is. Yeah, Unepic. Ghost 1.0 is getting hard to find for the Nintendo Switch, and I wanted to make sure that I grabbed a copy from my shelf. The next game I did pick up from Play Asia is Klonoa. The only way to get a hard copy of the game is to get it from overseas. There is no hard copy in North America. I did also order Klonoa for the PS5, and unfortunately they just couldn't find a copy. So they're even selling out over there. But I did end up getting my copy for the Switch, so I mean, one is better than none. But at the same time, I would have loved to have had it on the PS5. But Klonoa on the Switch, and Ghost 1.0, two newest additions from Play Asia. The next box I have, I'm going to open it on my lap because it's hard to open on the desk here. It's from One Print Games. One Print Games, they seal the games. If you've seen my other videos, my other recent pickups videos, they seal them in these big bags, and all the extras get sealed with it. So it's kind of annoying on the shelf. However, I do want to stay complete with their collection, and I did pick up In Other Waters. And again, as you can see, authenticity card comes with it. Keychain. The game itself is in there, and then on the back here, it looks like some kind of instruction booklet or something along those lines with like a sticker. But In Other Waters for the Nintendo Switch, again, One Print Games. They've only had maybe 5 games released. I want to say 5 to 6 games released, and I just wanted to jump in from the start with them because I think that they do a nice job and put a lot of extras in their stuff. So just a collection builder right there that will stay sealed along with the other ones, but just thought it was a really neat one. Next up is an envelope from Gamefly. Surprise. Pulling out the first, there's 2 games in here. The first one is 2 Point Campus, and that is for the Nintendo Switch, the Enrollment Edition. I did not realize how big this box was going to be when I ordered it, but it is a large box, which really, sometimes it makes me mad just because I like the standard case on the shelf. If you open it up, you can actually take out the standard case if you want to store it that way. I just obviously keep things in their original packaging, but there is 2 Point Campus if you take it out of the box. So and it does come with like all the the extras and stuff on the inside. And then the other one in that package was 2 Point Campus, and that was also the same game, but just on PS5. And again, big box, which again annoys me. But we'll take it out, and I'll show you the actual PS5 case. There you go. So that's what it would look like on the shelf if you just had it normally on the shelf, rather than this huge box. But 2 Point Campus, guys, just a quick talk about that game. If you like builders and sandbox games like SimCity and stuff like that, Theme Park, all those games, 2 Point Campus is absolutely phenomenal. 2 Point Hospital was also phenomenal. I mean, they just do a really nice job with this series, and I fully recommend it. If you're into sandbox games, definitely pick yourself up a copy of this game. The next game up is from Gamefly. I pre-ordered this, I guess a couple months ago. That game is Mozart Requiem on the Nintendo Switch. Mozart Requiem. This game has been in developmental hell for years. I have another story to go along with this game a little bit later in the video. But this game has been in just developmental hell for the longest time. It is basically a point and click puzzle kind of game. This game is going to stay sealed because I don't really feel there's going to be a lot of copies out there of this game. And I will wait for a sale to download it digitally if I need to. This game is just so off center and so looks awesome. It looks great, and I can't wait to play it. But like I said, I'm going to wait until I can get a digital copy. But Mozart Requiem for the Nintendo Switch, I picked that up from Gamefly, and I did buy that. I pre-ordered it brand new from them. The next game up is from Limited Run Games. I will pull out a game for the Nintendo Switch, and it has a slipcover, and that game is Unpacking. Unpacking on the Nintendo Switch. It does have this slipcover attached to it, and I can't seem to get it out of the slipcover. It's almost like it's like stuck to it, like you have to actually unwrap the packaging off of it. So I'm just gonna leave that alone for right now. Unpacking is a really cool, like, just chill game. I don't want it on my shelf like this. I definitely want to. I will probably just rip this slipcover off. Unfortunately, it looks like it is stuck to it, and you have to actually unpack your game, so to speak. So I get it, but it's kind of annoying. It should be a slipcover that I can just slip the game out. But regardless, Unpacking is a very, very cool, like, calming game. You unpack boxes in your new house and you place things in the room. I mean, quite honestly, that's about it. But it's just a lot of fun, and I absolutely had to have it on my Switch and in my Switch collection. So Unpacking from Limited Run Games. Next envelope from Gamefly. I feel like it's a PS5 game. It is, and that is Pac-Man World Repack. This is the copy that I actually played through. If you guys watch my stream on Twitch, which if you don't, head over to twitch.tv/ACCardShark. Make sure you follow and turn the notifications on. And I did play through the PS5 copy. I have not played it on the Switch as of yet. But this game is fun. This game is a lot of fun. They did an amazing job with this remaster of this game. And it's just really, really good. So again, if you're looking for like a really cool platformer Pac-Man game, just pick this game up. It's a brand new $30 at retail. It will drop in price, I'm sure, at some point. But this is definitely a game to add to your collection. It is a really, really good time. Yet another envelope from Gamefly. I feel like I'm pulling out two games for the PS5. First one is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga Collection. Really, really awesome compilation of games. I believe it is Hyperstone Heist. It's all the old. I'm not going to go through them all. It's all the old Turtles games from the NES on through. Just a really nice collection of games, and just really well done. A lot of artwork and history of the games and everything else on the disc. Just a really nice job that they did with this, and I fully recommend picking that up. The next one I picked up, I have not played. It is a remake, remaster, whatever you want to call it, but I just felt like it was a must-have, and that is The Last of Us Part 1 on PS5. It is on tap. It is on my queue, so to speak, of games to play for my stream. However, I just kind of want to wait for the time where I really want to jump into it, and I just haven't had that urge just yet. I know I will. However, I just want to, like I said, I want to wait for that time that I really want to focus all my energy on it. So, The Last of Us Part 1, that's the remaster from Naughty Dog on PS5, and then the Cowabunga Collection, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the PS5. Those are from Gamefly. Next envelope is from Best Buy. Best Buy, I don't do much shopping on Best Buy anymore. They have changed a lot of their policies and rewards programs, and I just don't want to put my money in their hands anymore. So get off my soapbox. This is the game I had pre-ordered since 2020, and yes, I kid you not, and that is Mozart Requiem, and that is for the PS4. Mozart Requiem, again, like I said, and that's the story that I had to tell from the other copy that I picked up for the Switch. This game has been in, as Pixel Sandwich and I like to put it, it has been in developmental hell for years, and it's a game I pre-ordered back during the pandemic in 2020. I pre-ordered this game because I saw it and I was like, oh, that looks like fun, and I pre-ordered it and completely forgot about it. And then every so often I'd remember and check my order status, and the release date was pushed back another 3 months, another 3, another 6, and it just kept going. Finally, in September of 2022, 2 years later, I got my copy in my hands. Who knows if it's even finished? It could be janky as hell. It could be glitchy as hell. Who knows? But I finally have the copy in my hand. It is sealed. Like I said about the other copy, it is staying sealed. I will wait for it to come down in price. I have it on my wish list on PlayStation Network. Just to wait for a sale to download it that way and play it that way. So Mozart Requiem for the PS4. Next up, it is an envelope from Gamefly. Shocker. We have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga collection that is on the Nintendo Switch. Mainly just because I want these games portably. I mainly got it on PS5 to play it on my PS5 in my game room. However, to have these games on the go, it's just awesome. So all the old school Turtles games I already went through. The information about this game is just as good on the Switch as it is on the next gen PS5 and everything else, and that's not going to clear up. However, it's literally just to have these old classics on the go. So Cowabunga collection for the Switch. The next box is from Wired Productions. If you guys know Wired Productions, you know what I'm about to pull out of here. An absolute just front runner for Game of the Year for me this year. The first one is Nintendo Switch Arcade Paradise. Now, this is the European copy, and the reason why I know that is because the spine has the title in the middle. And I absolutely hate that they do that because it makes my shelf look like shit. But regardless, hard copy of Arcade Paradise. I already have it digitally on Switch, and I've been playing the hell out of this game. It is absolute amazingness. The other game I picked up from Wired Productions was Arcade Paradise on PS5. Thankfully, they don't really mess with too much on the spines on the PS5, so that should look pretty normal on my shelf. But these games, like I said, this is probably in the front running for my Game of the Year this year. I am having a blast with this game. It is just awesome. You start out in a laundromat, and it's your father's laundromat, and basically what you're trying to do is you want to make it into an arcade and try to do it on the sly without him knowing. So you open up a back room of the laundromat and you slowly build your arcade back there and expand back there, and eventually it takes over the laundromat and becomes an arcade rather than the laundromat. So it's you do laundry to earn money. You get the arcade machines; they earn money. You basically have to run your business, and it's just a blast. It's an absolute blast. And I know Pixel Sandwich already sunk enough hours into it to complete the game. I am on my way. I have 2 different save files going. I am playing digitally on both platforms, so these will stay sealed as just part of my collection. However, I do have 2 different save files, one on the Switch and one on the PS5, so I'm kind of splitting my time between 2, so I haven't gotten as far as he has, but I am on my way, and I do stream this almost every time I stream. I stream this game, so if you guys want to check it out, please head over to Twitch and check that out. But absolute amazing game, fully recommend it. Arcade Paradise for the Switch and for the PS5. The next box or package I have is from Super Rare Games over in Europe. I did order one of their latest releases. This game is called Necro Barista Final Pour. Just looked interesting, and just wanted to add it to the collection. It stays sealed, and again, I put these games on my wish list, and when they go cheaper digitally, I pick them up. But Necro Barista Final Pour is sealed in that annoying baggie that they use. But again, I love my Super Rare Games. It's probably one of my favorite limited, quote-unquote, limited run type of places. Limited run is good, and they get the best titles, I think. But Super Rare, I just love the job they do, and I just love their company. So, but Necro Barista Final Pour, that is the latest pickup from Super Rare Games. The next box I have, again, I'm just going to show you on camera without the box. Limited run games is Dusk for the Nintendo Switch. Picked up Dusk. This looks like a really interesting game, kind of like a horror game, whatever you want to call it, but it just looks really cool. So I had to pick that up for the collection. So Dusk for the Switch. The next one I have is Double Dragon and Kunio-kun Retro Brawler Bundle. I mean, I'm a massive fan of the Double Dragon and Kunio-kun games. As you can see, here are all the titles that come with it. Just a boatload of stuff. River City Ransom, Double Dragon 2, Double Dragon 3, Crash and the Boys Stunt Street Challenge, Super Dodgeball, Renegade, and then you have all the Japanese versions as well. They also put out some sports games that never came over to America. I have these on my Famicom, but to have them on the go is awesome. But like you have basically kind of like Super Dodgeball, but it's all the Kunio-kun characters like from River City Ransom, the same sprites. They have a soccer game here. They have a hockey game. They just, a bunch of really cool stuff. So to have that is just absolutely amazing on the Switch. And then in the same respect, I did pick up the collector's edition of Double Dragon Kunio-kun Retro Brawler Bundle. So it is a large box, and on the back here you can kind of see it's a compilation of 18 titles. Screenshots from all 18 right there. It says play the original or quality up version, which obviously, you know, they remastered them and stuff like that. So just a really amazing addition to my Switch collection that absolutely had to have that. I mean, being a huge fan of those games and those series, especially games like River City Ransom and Renegade. Those are two of my favorites as a kid, but just absolutely awesome. So added those to the collection from Limited Run. The last box I have, and before we get into the eBay section, is too big to put on the desk, so I'm going to open it and show you guys one by one. Two items from Limited Run Games. Been waiting for a while for this. First one up is Windjammers 2 for the Nintendo Switch. Just recently came in the mail. Finally, it was a good, probably at least 9 months or so since I ordered that. So Windjammers 2, just had a blast with this game. Pixel Sandwich and I played it. It was on Game Pass, I believe, and we played it there. But yeah, just an absolute amazing time. Windjammers 2 for the Switch. And then the last item from that box, also from Limited Run Games, and that is Windjammers 2, and that is the limited collector's edition, we'll say. So it's a fat box, and I know it's really tough to get this on camera because of the angle that it is sitting on. However, you get the idea. It's really awesome. I don't even remember everything that comes in this box, but it is just absolute amazingness. They did a really nice job with the artwork on here for the collector's edition. And let me see if I can't get this. There's the front right there. And then let me see if I can flip it around to the back. And then you can see the entire artwork that they did on this. Just absolute amazing job that they did. And just really happy to have it in my collection and add it to my shelf. And again, staying sealed because it is limited run. But just an absolute amazing addition to my collector's editions for the Switch. All right, moving along to the eBay section of the video. The first one I come up with is for the Nintendo GameCube, and that game is Kirby Air Ride. Kirby Air Ride for the Nintendo GameCube. That game is getting harder to find. It is raising in price. It is unfortunately the player's choice version. I don't like the fact that it has a yellow spine. However, you know, you pretty much take what you can get when you find the title, and when you find it at the right price. Everything I will show you here from eBay, I got stellar deals on, and I was talking with Pixel Sandwich, and it pretty much is. That's the hunt now. The hunt is to try to find the deals, not even to find the games anymore. It's to find the games and find the deals, because people know what they have, and the prices have ballooned, and it's just hard to find a good price anymore. So everything you see here is at or below value. So. Kirby Air Ride for the Nintendo GameCube. The next is just a single game I picked up for the original Xbox, the OG Xbox. It is Ed, and Eddie, the Misadventures. Again, just a game that looked interesting to me, and I had it on my watch list for a while on my app for my collecting app, and it just looked pretty cool. So it was just a game that I thought would be a fun time to have in the collection for the Xbox. So and it's not that it's rare, but it's harder to find. So Ed, and Eddie, the Misadventures for the original Xbox. Next up is from a single seller. I did pick up 3 games from the single person because, again, combined shipping and good deals. Nothing crazy, but I think I paid about $30 for the 3, which is amazing. First for the original Xbox is NBA Street Volume 2. They're always fun. I don't like basketball games, but when you make it like this, it's fun. The EA Sports big line of games back then was just a lot of good times. So I just wanted to pick that up for the collection, just because that's the kind of basketball game I would actually play. So that was the first game I picked up from that seller. The next one, only on Xbox, original Xbox game, and that is Ultra Bust a Move. Ultra Bust a Move. I'm trying to get the ones that are only on Xbox, exclusives, and Bust a Move. I mean, I loved these games when I was a kid, and I still do to this day. The bubble pop games, essentially, Tetris type stuff, those kinds of puzzle games from back in the day. Really enjoy them. So I did pick that up for the original Xbox, and then the last one I picked up from this seller, complete in box, manual, everything else. Legend of Zelda for the Nintendo Wii, by the way. Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. A game that everybody has to have. If you have a Wii, you have to have this game. It's just a standard in the collection. So. Legend of Zelda, Legend of Zelda, the Twilight Princess, just a game that is an absolute must-have for the collection. The next box I come across from eBay is a little bit different. It is not video game related, however, it is 80s nostalgia related, which is a large part of what I like to find and collect as well. I went to a convention a few years back and found an action figure of Daniel Larusso from The Karate Kid, an original from 1985. So along those same lines, I did pick up a couple of action figures to go along with that on my shelf. The first one is Mr. Miyagi. The second one, this is all the same auction. The second one, and this one actually comes with the robe, is Johnny Lawrence. And then the final one that came with this auction was Chosen, which was the Daniel's opponent in Karate Kid 2 when they were over in Okinawa. I had these as a kid, and along those, what happens with every kid is that you grow older and you throw them away, or you sell them at a garage sale, or whatever the case may be. And I look back and I'm like, I really wish I still had those. Karate Kid is just one of my ultimate favorites, and it's just really, really awesome. And like I said, up on my shelf, on my collectible shelf, I do have a Daniel Larusso with the robe as well. Mr. Miyagi is the only one missing the robe here, which I'm sure I could find that at some point if I really cared, but I kind of don't. But yeah, there's a couple more figures in this line that I still want to get. I believe they have the referee from the Karate Kid 1. They also have Sato from Karate Kid 2. And I want to say Kreese. I think John Kreese from Karate Kid 1 and 3. They had a figure for him as well. So in order to get that complete line, but I got the main characters. I got Miyagi and Larusso, and I got Johnny Lawrence and Chosen. So just something a little bit different from eBay. And again, just adding to the collection of 80s nostalgia in my game room. All right, the final box from eBay, and then that will wrap it up. For the Nintendo GameCube, this is all from one seller. I did pick up 7 titles from one seller, all old school titles. One from the Nintendo GameCube, and that is Rampage Total Destruction. Again, just a game that looked interesting, and I thought it'd be kind of fun on the GameCube, so I picked it up. Nothing more than that. The next game that I picked up for the original Xbox, it is an Xbox exclusive, and that is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's supposed to be a pretty good game. So I figured I would get it and try it out. And again, just looking for those exclusive Xbox titles right there. So I picked that one up. The third game I picked up from this seller is original Xbox, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. This game's been re-released 100 times, but just kind of fun to have the OG on the shelf with the the spine and everything else. So pick that one up. The next one, as a Star Wars fan, I had to have it. Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. I have a lot of the Star Wars games on the original Xbox. I picked those up when I was working down in Philly at Classic Game Junkie. So I picked that up. Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne for the original Xbox. Rockstar Games, back in the day. Don't know that I ever played through this game actually, so that might be my first go through when I pop this in. But Max Payne 2. The next one is from Midway, and that's Dr. Muto or Muto. I don't know how you say it, but regardless, it's supposed to be a pretty cool game. Again, just for the right price, and the back cover art looks kind of weird to me, but I think it's okay. I don't know, but Dr. Muto, whatever. And the final game for this video, and that's going to wrap it up for today. For the original Xbox, it is Pitfall: The Lost Expedition. Again, all good deals. One seller, combined shipping. It's the way you save, bundle and save. So that's what I did. So that is going to wrap it up for this episode of Recent Pickups, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. It is, I know, a lengthy one, but I did save a bunch until I had enough to make a decent sized video. If you do like what you see and you're new here, please make sure you subscribe. Head over to twitch.tv/ACCardShark. Make sure you follow and turn your notifications on over there to watch a live gameplay 3 times a week. And that's going to wrap it up for this episode, this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Till next time, ACCardShark. Take care.